I want to first thank Foreign Minister Kono and Defense Minister Iwaya for coming to Washington for this critical meeting between close allies. I want to thank also, of course, Acting Secretary Shanahan for his participation, although he didn't have to come quite as far to be here. The alliance between Japan and the United States is a truly remarkable thing. It's an alliance that two peoples have built and strengthened over generations, and it is adapted to meet every challenge that our two countries have faced. President Trump intends to maintain and strengthen our alliance, and the close relationships he's forged with Prime Minister Abe have served as a firm foundation for the conversations that the four of us had this morning. Our talks affirm that the United States-Japan alliance remains ironclad and increasingly complex. We pursued ways to defend the freedoms of the American and Japanese people and promote our shared value sets. At the top of the list is our shared diplomatic efforts to achieve the final fully verified denuclearization of North Korea. In cooperation with the international community, in accordance with relevant UN Security Council resolutions, we will continue to press North Korea to abandon all of its weapons of mass destruction, ballistic missiles, and related programs and facilities. We'll continue to force all sanctions against North Korea and encourage every country to do so. But our efforts at peace and security go far beyond North Korea. Early in his presidency, President Trump made a real pivot to Asia and declared America's intentions for a free and open Indo-Pacific. Our two countries' latest national security and defense strategies confirm we share this vision for the Indo-Pacific region, and they demonstrate our broad and increasing strategic alignment. Acting Secretary Shanahan and I shared our concerns with Japan that geopolitical competition and coercive attempts to undermine international rules, norms, and institutions, especially from China, present challenges to the alliance and to continued peace, stability, and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific. To ensure security against all manner of threats, our two countries agreed on the need for a closer network of alliances and partners. The United States and Japan will continue to advance trilateral and multilateral cooperation with other regional partners, notably the Republic of Korea, Australia, India, and Southeast Asian countries. Further, on the bilateral issues of concern, the United States and Japan continue to oppose any unilateral action that seeks to undermine Japan's administration of the Senkaku Islands, and we reaffirm that Article 5 of the U.S.-Japan Security Treaty applies to those islands. We also oppose militarization and other destabilizing activities in the South China Sea and in the East China Sea. We urge all parties to fully respect legal and diplomatic processes and pursue the peaceful settlement of maritime disputes without resorting to the threat or use of force. All parties must abide by the law of the Sea Convention. Both the United States and Japan are committed to the realignment of U.S. forces in Japan in a way that improves operational readiness and deterrent capabilities while also mitigating the impact on local communities. U.S. force posture in the region will remain robust and grounded in a clear-eyed assessment of the threats. We also welcome Japan's proactive steps to boost its defense capabilities, and I'll let Acting Secretary Shanahan speak more about that matter. The United States and Japan affirmed that international law applies in cyberspace and that a cyber attack could, in certain circumstances, constitute an armed attack under Article 5 of the U.S.-Japan Security Treaty. We stress the need to work together to protect classified information, maintain technological superiority, and preserve our shared defense and economic advantages from theft and exploitation. And finally, we confirm that the plan to construct the Futenma replacement at the camp area adjacent waters is the only solution that addresses operational, political, financial, and strategic concerns and avoids the continued use of the Marine Corps Air Station at Futenma. We understand our strong determination to achieve its completion as soon as possible. So as you can see from this morning, we talked about a broad array of things. We had many topics to discuss. That's a good thing. It means our great democracies are continuing robust cooperation. As Secretary of State, I'm proud to represent the American people in this essential partnership built on respect and shared democratic principle, as well as shared interests. Foreign Minister Kono, I invite you to speak.